In this video, we are going to try and see how the commands work in Ubuntu to know if there are similarities and differences on how they work in Windows. So now, let's try out. First, we have to search for the command prompt or terminal in Ubuntu. Let's use the search button and search for the terminal. The first command that we are going to try is the pwd command. What is the pwd command? The pwd command will allow you to know in which directory you're located. pwd stands for print working directory. So now we are going to try. So let's type pwd and press enter. Notice that the result when after you enter the pwd, it shows on in what directory we are in. The next command that we are going to try is the ls. So what is ls? The ls command will show you the files in your current directory or list. That's why it's called ls, short for list. Used with certain options, you can see sizes of files when files were made and permissions of files. So let's try what is the outcome if you command ls. Then we press enter. As we can see, this is all the files or the applications that are in home section. We can see that there is desktop, documents, downloads, music, pictures, public, templates, and videos, which are the present applications in our home. The next command will be cd. What is the cd command? The cd command will allow you to change directories. When you open a terminal, you will be in your home directory. To move around the file system, you will use cd. Example, we will type cd space document and let's press enter. Now we can see that we're in the document directory. So now we can try the ls command and see what's inside in documents. We can see that there is a file named test.odt. That is the only file that we can see in the documents. Now let's try the cd dash and let's press enter. What is the purpose of cd dash? cd dash is used to navigate into the root directory. So now we are in our root directory since we commanded cd dash. Now that we are in our root directory, let's try to go back to our home directory. So what command should we use? We should type cd curly dash, then enter. Now you can see we're back in our home directory. To navigate through multiple levels of directory at once, specify the full directory path that you want to go to. Example, let's type cd space documents dash test and press enter. Now we are inside the subdirectory of documents, which is test. To navigate to the previous directory, let's type cd space dash. Now we can see we are back at our home directory. The next command that we are going to try is the mkdir. What is the mkdir command? The mkdir command will allow you to create directories or folders or files. So let's try and create a new directory by using the mkdir command. Example, let's type mkdir space the name of the new directory, which I named new directory, and let's press enter. To make sure if the command really worked out, let's go and find out. Now we can see there is a new folder named new directory. because we commanded that we will make a new directory by using the mkdir command. The next command that we are going to try is the rm command. What is the use of rm command? Rm command is used to remove or delete a file in your directory. So let's see and find out how this command works. Inside the folder pictures, there is a file named yeager.webp. So let's try to eradicate that file using the rm command. So let's type rm, then the name of the file yeager.webp. Now let's try and see if the command worked out. As you can see, the folder is now already empty. Now let's try to delete a directory using the rm command. Now let's type rm space -r. We should use the -r because we are going to delete a directory. Then space the name of the directory. Example, the name of the directory I'm going to delete is create, and press enter. Now let's see if the command works. As you can see, there's no longer a file named create because we already deleted it in the terminal. The next command that we are going to try is the mv command. What is the mv command? The mv command will move a file to a different location or will rename a file. Now let's try and rename a file from downloads. To rename, let's type mv space the name of the file space the name you are going to rename your file. Then press enter. Now let's see if the said file was renamed. Next, let's try moving the said file to another folder or directory. All we have to do is type mv space the name of the file space / the name of the directory where you want the file to be moved. Now let's see if the said file was moved to the destination we want. Now let's try the cp command. The Linux cp command provides you the power to copy files and directories through the command line. Let's try copying a file and place it on desktop. In order to do that, we have to type cp space -r. We have to include -r if we are copying a directory. Then the name of the directory space / desktop, then press enter. Now let's see if we successfully duplicated the directory.
Now, let's start and let's try the cat command. The cat command is mostly used for displaying contents of a file, although it provides many other small but useful features. The cat command allows you to view contents of a file on the standard output. You can also create a new file and fill it with information using a single cat command. Let's try making a txt file using the cat command. Let's say we want to input hello world in a txt. Once you are done, just press ctrl-d. Let's try viewing the txt file still using the cat command. Just type cat then the name of the file, then press enter. Next is the touch command. The touch command is primarily used to change timestamps, but if the file whose name is passed as an argument doesn't exist, then the tool creates it. Here you can see the timestamp of the file file1.txt. Let's try if the command touch can change its timestamp. Let's type touch space the name of the file, then enter. Now let's see timestamp of the file again if there is any changes. As you can see, the timestamp has changed. By default, the touch command changes both access and modification times of input file. However, if you want, you can limit this behavior to any one of these timestamps. This means that you can either have the access time change or the modification timestamp. In case you want to only change the access time, use the -a command line option. Again, let's type touch space ~a then the name of the file. The axis timestamp is the only one that have been changed. Similarly, if the requirement is to only change the modification time, use the -m command line option. Next is the more command. The more command helps you navigate outputs from commands in a user-friendly way. Basic usage is very easy. Let's say you are trying to cut a file, cut a file, and it's too long or large to be displayed on your screen. Then you can use the more command. The next command is the head. The Linux head command is simple command line utility that allows users to display the first few options or portion of a file. Most people use it for viewing the topmost part of configuration files, but you can also use it for inspecting any file. While 10 is the default number of the lines, the head command prints. You can change these numbers as per requirement. The -m command line option lets you do that. For example, if you only want to print the first 5 lines, you can convey this to the tool in the following way. Not only number of the lines, you can also restrict the head command output to a specific number of bytes. This can be done using the -c command line option. For example, if you want head to only display rather first 15 bytes, here is how you can execute it. And if for some reason you want the head command to also print the file name in output, you can do that by using the -v line option, and that is the example. Last but not the least is the tail command. The tail command reads a file and outputs the last part of it, the tail. The tail command can also monitor data streams and open files, displaying new information as it is written. How to use the tail? Basic usage is very simple. As you all have to do is to pass the name of the file whose last 10 lines you want the tool to display. For example, if you want to change the number of lines, you also use the -n command lines just like what we did on the head command. What if instead of lines, if the requirement is to print 5 bytes? Well, this can be done using the -c command line option that like how we did on the head command. That's it for this video. We hope that we have successfully imparted our knowledge about Ubuntu. Thank you so much for listening and also for watching. God bless and stay safe with your family.